In the words of Eminem himself, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, and fear not, I will also be cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, and all for free. Firstly, apologies for the long hiatus between lectures, but this recent subject took an insurmountable amount of research, as I have been commissioned by the British Tourist Board to ascertain once and for all which is the worst month of the year. So traditionally, the worst 2 months of the year are widely acknowledged to be November and January. Except, of course, for those that bleat away tediously like, but my birthday's in that month. No one cares. Deal with it. February is often thrown in the mix and was clearly the worst month hundreds of years ago, but as a result, the emperor, queen, or king of the time got so bored of February that he, she, they, or it decided to finish February off on the 29th and get on with March earlier than expected. Fearing for their lives if they disagreed and not overly giving a shit either way, the people went along with it, discounting February as the worst month. It's simply too short. Which brings us neatly to young March. Now, March has quite a swagger about it and seems to think that it, or she, or they, is right up there with one of the best months around. No, it's not. It's not at all. But the reality is, often, still freezing in March, and Easter isn't really in March very often. It's normally in April. So we write off March, I'm afraid. Hey, it's my birthday in March. No one cares. This leads us to the only couple in the calendar, that of June and July. For reasons initially quite hard to fathom, June is far more popular than July, and one assumes this is the same way March sees itself. As the gateway to spring, June is the erroneously thought of gateway to summer. August, which is my birth month, no one cares, used to be bang in there with a chance of taking the crown as the best month, but recently, like Man United since their seismic management change, seems to have lost its direction and now quite often is a bit shit. Nevertheless, not the worst nor the best. Now, the are they, aren't they, or him couple of September and October are really somewhat irrelevant, though September has definitely taken a few places above August of late. I can't really have September or October. Do I need to tell you why? No, I don't. I still get paid. Poor derided November. I have sympathy for November, but is unquestionably a bit shit too, but not the shittest. So we discard November as sort of second last. December is a dividing force for sure, as its bowels contain Christmas, which is also a dividing force. And I have to say I'm a fan, but this, as a result, was born of years, highly well-paid research, and so my own view is neither hither, thither, or indeed theyther. But I say no to December. Too much controversy with the Christmas nugget buried at the bottom of its month, and also I hate New Year's Eve. So where are we? One could do a drum roll or a trumpet burst, but I favour the now ubiquitous long pause of the reality TV show. So let's pause. Well, those with sharp brains will pick up the fact that the only one not mentioned so far in this slick soliloquy is in fact May. And it's May. Why is it May? You may well ask. Thank you. Because it's neither summer nor spring, winter nor autumn. May sits outside the cliques on its own. It is an outlier of a month, proud to sit outside the box, the only one prepared to say, I will not be pigeonholed as a member of the calendar. I will be mostly warm to those who pass through me and happy to hang out with either of those two most bitter of enemies, spring and summer. But yes, as a result, May, in playground parlance, is the odd one out. Now, of course, that should not result in foisting this unwanted month with the medal of dishonour of being the worst. So as a result, it is the best. That's just a fact, and in the words of Run DMC themselves, it's like that, and that's the way it is. So there. Goodbye.